Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Last time, we took on the tank role quest for Shadowbringers, leaving us only one. That's right, we're doing magical DPS today, and this is the perfect excuse to show off the reworked summoner. I have been enjoying leveling this class up, and I only recently got it to 80, so this is a double treat. All right, let's start some hollow pursuits. You're an interesting looking dude. Let me guess. You're standing in front of Selig, bounty hunter non-paral, because you've a mind to aid me in felling the dread Phonesis. Do I have the right of it, or do I have the right of it? You have the right of it? From what's it? Yeah, exactly. I'm assuming that's our last cardinal virtue. If I didn't know better, I could have sworn you just suggested that you're unfamiliar with Phonesis. But that couldn't be. No sinner worth his salt could be so ignorant. Yep, that's our caster. Allow me to elaborate. Phonesis isn't just your run-of-the-mill stray sin-eater. He's one of the nastiest the realm has seen, formed from the remains of one of those gods-damned warriors of light. There are 4 of them, all told, crawled up from the bowels of the deepest hell after being buried for nigh on a century, if the tables are true. People have come to call them the Cardinal Virtues. Before he was transformed into a sin-eater, Phonesis was none other than Archmagus Nilbert, whose baleful magics were feared the realm over. Though it's only been a few short years since he first showed up in Amarang, he's already preyed on far too many innocents with his foul sorcery. Not keen on seeing their trade routes disrupted, the local merchants have placed a healthy bounty on his head. And that's where we come in, right? Of course, I'd like nothing more than to fell the fiend single-handed and claim the entire bounty for myself. Unfortunately, circumstances have dictated that I recruit a companion. That's where you come in. Provided that you can prove to me that you possess the rather specialized skills that I require, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Not a bad offer, wouldn't you say? If you fancy yourself up to the task, come find me in Amarang. I mean to set off for there shortly. I think I can manage that. So, you came. It's good to see someone who isn't all talk. As fortune would have it, another sin-eater, a far less imposing specimen than Phonesis, of course, has been sighted just to the west of here. Prove to me you have the skill to back up your words, and we'll talk further. Is this the only Cardinal Virtue quest that actually has a start up against a sin-eater? No, the healer one did as well. All right, let's see this so-called sin-eater. We have, it's just one of the standard ones. Not really all that scared. Well, let's start by getting Bahamut out to play. Let me zoom out so you guys can see all the insanity that's about to happen. Boom! I didn't even get to my full rotation, just Akhmorn, win, done. Bye, Bahamut. Good show, friend. I wasn't sure what to expect from you, but seeing you in battle has left me with little doubt. Seems I found myself a formidable ally. And so, I'll extend the offer in earnest. Help me hunt down Phonesis, and we'll split the bounty down the middle. Well, what do you say? That's the spirit! Now, there's more you should know before we proceed. Come with me to Mold Soak, the base of operations, and I'll fill you in on the details. Maybe the next thing I fight will actually live long enough for me to show a proper rotation. Now then. Welcome to Mold Soak, friend. As you can see, it's a bustling trading post frequented by merchants from across the realm. At least it was before Phonesis showed up and started preying on unwilling travelers. Hence the bounty, you see. I always thought this place was kind of a dump, though. The lucrative reward has attracted the attention of one capable bounty hunter after the next, yet the fiend still roams free. You could probably imagine why. Oh yeah, he's probably really tough. Those few who have seen Phonesis and returned to tell the tale speak of the great horrors they witnessed. Cavernous black holes materializing out of thin air, swallowing everything around them into the abyss. Wait, the dude has black hole? That sounds terrifying. People have taken to calling them the Hollows. Rumor has it that one barely has time to lay eyes on Phonesis before he summons forth the Hollows, which proceed to consume everything in sight. And I do mean everything. Just the other day, an entire caravan was devoured by the Hollows, leaving only nothingness behind. Holy cow, he literally does have Black Hole as a spell. Mages have postulated that these holes are literally tears in the fabric of our reality, gateways to other worlds, to put it another way. At any rate, suffice to say that the next man to come back from the void will be the first. Maybe he's literally sending them to the void. And yet there seems something odd about it all. Witnesses say that Phronesis doesn't seem to go out of his way to prey on people or settlements. He simply shambles across the waste, summoning hollows one after the next, and the destruction follows as a matter of course. Needless to say, drawing too near to the fiend is tantamount to suicide. Even attacks from afar have been all but futile, as Phronesis simply summons the hollows to consume every incoming arrow. With every conceivable means of attack foiled, even the most savvy bounty hunters have all but thrown up their hands, even though the bounty now stands at some 9 or 10-fold the original amount. Yeah, sounds like a nice payday. I'm of a different mind, however. The way I see it, if only there was a way to neutralize the hollows, we'd more than stand a chance against Phronesis himself. This is why I require your services. Your easy triumph over the Sin-Eater spoke clear. You're a mage of no common skill. If anyone has the arcane knowledge and aptitude to help me figure out a way to defend against the hollows, it's you. Well, I do have most of the caster classes leveled up. Don't worry, I fully intend to shoulder my share of the burden, and so I plan to gather all the information we need before asking you to put yourself in harm's way. And with that, I'd best get to work. Once I've formulated a proper plan of attack, we'll talk again. Until then, I suggest you continue to hone your casting skills. The battle that awaits us will not be an easy one. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Alright, next quest, A Voice from the Void. Ah, there you are, and your timing couldn't be better. As I would have it, a little birdie told me that Phronesis was sighted in the vicinity not long ago. Oh, don't you worry, I've no intention of rushing in like a fool. My plan is to shadow the Sin-Eater from afar, that we might observe the hollows with our own eyes and formulate a suitable plan of attack. And giving me an excuse to echo out, right? To that end, I procured this mannequin here from a merchant acquaintance of mine at the Crystarium. By setting it on Phronesis' trail, I mean to gauge just how wide of a berth we must keep from the fiend so as not to be sucked up into the void. Oh, shed no tears for this little fellow, friend. His sacrifice will be the key to our success. And yet, as you can see, he's not quite in the best state of repair. Pray lend me a hand in procuring what we need to get him back on his feet. This seems to be like the most competent of all the hunters we've worked with so far. You're a lifesaver, friend. I just spotted a nasty-looking sandskin simply lurking about to the east of here, and I do believe one of their tendons should serve well to put some spring back in this little fellow's step. Snag one for me, and I'll see to the repairs. Small fry? I can do a small fry. Of course, I suspect any small fry here are still gonna melt. Alright, so basically how Summoner works. You rotate between Bahamut, you do 3 small summons, then you do Phoenix, and you do the 3 small summons again, you rinse and repeat. The 3 small summons all give you a couple charges of, Right and Disaster. Then I change summons. I get to use another set of spells, and they kind of work like this. Ifrit's the big, slow, heavy spells, Titan's the medium, and Garuda is the fast machine gun. And trust me, when I get this guy to 90, those summons are going to be massive. Any luck finding that tendon? For my part, I've acquired something that should serve as a makeshift gear. Cost me an arm and a leg, but hey, if it helps us claim that bounty in the end, it's been more than worth it. Oh, don't worry, I got the tendon right here. Might be a little singed at the edges, though. Perfect! Yes, I reckon this is durable and elastic enough to replace the mannequin Snap's drive belt. I'll fetch my toolbox and get started straight away. Oh, you actually have some crafting skill. In the meantime, why don't you scout us out a suitable lookout point? Phronesis was last sighted just southeast of town. Try to find us a spot on higher ground, out of sight from the main thoroughfare. That shouldn't be a problem. Not exactly what I was thinking of as higher ground, but I guess if we're looking down that area, it should theoretically work. Might be a little too close. Oh, wow. Hello there, friend. As you can see, our clockwork friend is back in tip-top shape. And since it appears you found us the perfect lookout spot, why don't we get down to work? I'll kindle us a fire. We might be here for a while. That is one of the clockwork enemies from Final Fantasy XIII. They imported a lot of those models into 14, I noticed. I remember the dreadnoughts when I was doing the coil. Well, I'll pee. There's the bastard. Hmm? Look closely now and hold your gaze. You must witness the sheer horror with your own 2 eyes. Yep. Yeah, he's literally just casting black hole. Or maybe that's a portal. No, we mustn't send out the mannequin too soon. If Releasa sees it, he may very well blast it to bits before it has a chance to investigate the hollows. So all the others have had a reason for what they're doing. What's his? Just look, yeah, he just admires his handiwork and walks away. Doesn't bother to close the damn thing. And there he goes. I'll send the mannequin in to trail him. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. I'm sorry, little buddy. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Oh, nope, there he goes. Bye! Poof. Just as I expected. Gone without a trace. Shed no tears for our little friend. Through his sacrifice, we now know just how much distance we must keep from the hollows to avoid being sucked into the void. Now it's our turn. Let's edge a bit closer and see what we can observe. Mind you, take care not to wander too close, lest you fancy a vacation to a dark, shadowy abyss. I'll be honest, it probably would have thrown myself in if we were at the proper point in the story. Because that would have been a handy way to get rid of all the Warden's light. It's as if a shadowy whirlwind rages inside, ready to suck anything and everything into the void. I've seen many a horrific sight in my day, but this sends a shiver up the spine. Let me out. It's so dark in here. Who the heck was that? Huh? Why the pale face, friend? You look as if you've seen a ghost. I think I heard a ghost. A voice, you say? From inside the hollow? But that's impossible. Is anyone out there? Please help me! Help me get out of here! Over here! Are you alive? I'm not about to pull a void scent out of here, are we? I hope this is not a void scent. If it is, well, I'll blow you to pieces. Was that a voice? Is someone out there? If you can hear me, please, you must help me. I can't see anything. No road, no trees, not even an ether current to follow. Which way do I go? How do I get out of this place? Follow the sound of our voice. That voice? What in the God's name is it saying? He can't understand it? Oh. The voice of a boy, you say? Claims he's lost inside with no ether current to follow. Sounds like he's adrift in the flow. Not unlike what would happen if an etherite to which one was teleporting was destroyed mid-journey. Oh. Like the flow spell. Like what happened to Ashtola. Wait a minute. What if there were somewhere you could channel your ether into the void? Might that not allow your etheric form to serve as a beacon of sorts to guide the child back to us? Of course, not that I know how we'd go about that. I think I can handle that. You reckon you could do just that? I wouldn't even think of asking how. Do your damnedest. Well, I is the magic caster. I will be this boy's lighthouse. Come on, kid. Wicked white! I knew you were no ordinary sinner, but even still you find ways to surprise me. Come on, kid. Come on. That's why Nobert's been doing this, isn't it? This is the kid's the whole reason. He's trying to find the kid. He's an elf. Or an Elezen, depending on which, realm we're looking at. Where am I? Oh, ow. Well, I'll be damned. There was a child inside. Our little expedition has left us with more questions than answers, eh? But for now, this boy needs our care. Let's just carry him back to Mold Soak and find him a warm bed and some nourishment. Kid probably is in desperate need of medical attention, too. Goodness knows how long he's been in that void. The boy's resting now. He's weak, but not wounded, at least as far as I can tell. Needless to say, his presence raises questions. Are there others trapped on the other side of the hollows? If so, might they also be returned to our world alive? Interesting thought. There is much we must ask him when he awakes. On another subject, this might be an odd question, but have you ever looked after a child before? What do you think? As a matter of fact, have I? I don't know. That's a legit, honest question. I mean, there's been childlike creatures, but yeah, suppose. No, you don't say. Well, in that case, he's all yours. I'm jesting, friend. I can't very well tie you down here forever. Worry not, I'll manage him somehow. I suppose the first order of the day should be to get some food in his belly. He does look terribly pale after all. Methinks I'll go hunting for some meat. Oh no, perhaps I should take him to a physician first. Yes, good lord, that's what I said. After all, he may be suffering from some ailment inscrutable to the eye. Or maybe I should... Oh, damn it all, I knew I wasn't cut out for this. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. Next up, Echoes of the Past. Ah, there you are. I'll be happy to know that the boy is awake and seems to be no worse for the wear. Physically speaking, at least. There's just one rub, you see. He has no recollection of where he came from, or just how he managed to get swallowed up into the void. Whoa. In fact, other than his own name, Taina, he can't remember much of anything at all. He seems a good lad, mind you. Eats my half-assed cooking with a smile and never a word of complaint. Yet I reckon he's hurting inside, and badly. We must reunite him with his parents with all due speed. That might be difficult. I have a sneaking suspicion he's from Nilbert's time, and that means his parents are long dead, or worse. I suggested that he go for a stroll around Mold Soak in the hopes that his sights might help to jog his memories. He can't have wandered far. Why don't you go check up on him? It doesn't look like he's gone far indeed. Oh, don't tell me. You're the one who rescued me from the flow, yes? I feel you the same warmth that reached out to me when I was adrift in the ether. Well, I'll be damned. The boy's a sharp one. And that's not the least of it. The carer who examined him said they could feel great power welling up from within him. Despite his young age, Taina here seems to possess a remarkable command of the magical arts. Perhaps I do, and yet I cannot say. Try as I might, I cannot recall anything of who I am or where I came from. Only the darkness. Oh, no need for apologies, boy. You did well just to make it back to us. Speaking of which, can you remember anything at all of what you felt when you were adrift in the void? Oh. That I remember, or at least I think I do. I recall a vague sensation of someone passing alongside me. Indeed, I believe this is what roused me from my slumber. Our automaton, huh? If the hollows truly are a gate between worlds, that would mean that someone recently traveled from ours to another, or from another to ours. But that's not possible. Or is it?
You'd be surprised. Don't be ridiculous. Yeah, you'd be surprised, man. Never underestimate magic.
You know something I don't, friend. Oh, worry not, I won't pry for details. Oh well. No sense racking our brains over matters beyond our comprehension. Let's concentrate on what we can do, namely finding the boy here at home. No doubt his memories will come back to him in due time. You truly do that? For me? But the two of you have already saved my life. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. Oh, nonsense. It's no burden at all. Besides, if we can figure out just who you are and where you came from, it just might lead us to the answers we seek. Now, let's consider the options. One possibility is that you're an orphan, all alone in this world without a soul to care for or look after you. And yet, this seems unlikely. Yes, the mystical powers you possess say otherwise. If you're truly as skilled in magic as they say, then it stands to reason that someone trained you in the art. Who this master of yours is, and whether you are their blood or simply receive their tutelage, this I cannot say. But either way, I'm certain they're worried sick about you.
I'm thinking he was Nilbert's apprentice at some point.
If that is truly so, then I would very much like to meet this person too.
Yeah, so would I.
That settles it then. Let's get down to business. I took the liberty of inquiring around Moldsoak and the Crystarium. Unfortunately, there seem to be no reports of missing persons matching Tana's description, which means that we have no choice but to take our search elsewhere. I know of a merchant in town whose travels often take him far afield. Let's have a talk with him and see if he's heard any helpful rumors.
Unlikely. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is Nilbert's apprentice, but it won't hurt to try. Dude's literally just called the Savvy Merchant. Rumors of a missing boy, you say? Funny that you ask. It's a long shot, I reckon, but I overheard something the other day that might be of use. Wow, I didn't think this would work. On my way to Moldsoak, I stopped over at the inn at Journey's Head. There I met an ailing mage. As the carers told it, he'd been ambushed by Sinita and was separated from his child in the battle. Bloody hells, could it be? If the Sinita that attacked the poor man was Phronesis, that would explain everything. This man you speak of, he could be my father. We must go to him at once. Agreed. I only hope that the man is... No, there's no point in presuming the worst. Let us make for the inn and see what the carers there can tell us. Yeah, if he's at the inn, that means he's already infected. Lovely. Well. Ho there. I hear there's been a mage in your care who's lost his boy. Well, I do believe we have him right here. Oh, I fear there must be some mistake. The boy in question has already been found. This is him right here. Human boy. What? So, it wasn't my father after all? This boy with you, he too has been separated from his family? Just so. We'd heard that a man here was looking for his son, and we just hoped... Alas, it seems it wasn't meant to be. But there are many people here, yes? Might I ask around and see if any of the others are my family? But of course, yet many of the people here are quite ill, and in many cases in considerable pain. It is not a place for a young child to walk around unattended. Indeed, it's not. Guess that means either myself or Dekumon here should accompany him. I think I just volunteered. I'll go with him. The walk might help me, take my mind off things. Not a bad idea, if the lad doesn't mind. I reckon Tana would rather be with someone of his own age. You say own age, I'm still thinking this is from Nilbert's age. But hey, I would love to be proven wrong. Take his mind off things. Speaking of which, how is the boy's father holding up? I fear the poor man has already departed on his journey. He is a man no longer. Crap. The child insisted upon staying by his father's side until the last. I permitted this out of respect for him, though part of me regrets the choice. None so young should suffer such horrors. It was some small solace to learn that he has living relatives who reside at the Crystarium. In fact, I was just making preparations to escort him there myself. I see. Reckon we should also find someone to look after Tana as well. Yes? Oh, don't get me wrong, friend. I haven't given up on the prospect of finding the boy's family, but we have no other leads, and deadly Sinita is still on the loose. If the lad tags along on us every step of the way, he's far more likely to end up dead or worse than ever to reunite with his family. Here's what I propose. We find someone to watch after Tana for the time being, get back on the hunt, and gather whatever clues we can about his origins along the way. Is there not more we can do? Very well, but we must see that he is safe, yeah. I'd feel bad for the kid. We are technically responsible for him right now. Hi, that goes without saying. Let's just have a talk with the proprietor of the Wandering Stairs. He's a kindly enough chap, and knows damn near everyone in these parts.
With any luck, he'll be able to direct us to a willing and able guardian. Alright. Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but it's the best we can do now for the boy given our circumstances. At any rate, let's find him and share the news. But don't worry, it's my decision, and I intend to take responsibility for it.
I mean, you were responsible for him. Where's Tay then?
Bad news, friend. It seems the two young ones got into a quarrel of sorts, and Tane is up and run away. Seems the lad mentioned how he'd come out from one of the hollows. The other boy put two and two together and figured he'd been attacked by a sin eater. Then I said, my dad was attacked by a sin eater, and then he turned into one himself. So I asked, what if you turned into a sin eater too? Tane's face went all white. He kept saying, what do you mean? What do you mean? Over and over and over again. I couldn't take it anymore. Before I knew it, I was shouting at him, shut up, just shut up, I bet you're turning into a sin eater already. Why did I say such a mean and nasty thing?
Because kids are stupid, I'm sorry. The brain-mouth filter does not work in the young. Hell, it doesn't work in the old either.
Don't be so hard on yourself, lad. Both of you have had a rough go of it these past few days. Nobody could blame either one of you for feeling a bit on edge.
Yeah, there's that too. The kid is seriously emotionally damaged after losing his parents.
But we must hurry and find Tana before he comes to harm. Let's split up. I'll search to the west, and you take the east. And be careful out there.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Maybe give me another random fight. Yep, do. It's another fight. Well, that's fine. That gives me an excuse to pull Garuda out of nowhere. Start firing off some AoEs here. Some very fast AoEs. And then, summon Phoenix! You gotta love Phoenix's big attacks. Come on. Oh, right. I need to actually be using the right side here. There we go. Perfect. Don't worry, Tainer. You're all right. Damn freaking Sin Eaters around again. You're all right, buddy. I got him covered. Ah, you missed all the fun.
When I heard the clamor of battle, I feared the worst, but I see you have everything under control. Are you okay, lad?
Mm-hmm. But I don't think I'm the one you were asking.
Forgive me. I don't deserve this kindness.
Hmm? No, not at all.
I was just so scared. I was worried about what would become of me if I never recovered my memories. And then I started thinking, what if I ended up like that boy's father? What if it's already happening to me? That's one matter you needn't worry yourself with. The carer who examined you told me as much. You suffered no direct wounds. You're in no more danger of turning into a Sin Eater than Dekumon or me.
Yeah. Remember at this point in the story, I've probably eaten 2 or 3 of these guys already. So, yeah, that statement could be a little problematic.
Is that so? That's good to hear. But I must apologize to that boy. I should have known better than to badger him about such things, especially after what happened to his father. Funny thing that, he was saying the same thing about you. You both have good hearts, lad, and you've been through more than any man should. There's no need to be ashamed about your feelings.
Yeah, there's no need to be ashamed about letting them get a little wild and rambunctious.
There's still so much I do not understand about this world. Why does no one know of me? Am I doomed to be alone for the rest of my days? Why must it be this way? If only I could remember something, anything. I'm sick of not knowing who I am. I'm sick of being alone.
Oh, is this my echo cue? Yep. Oh, another hole.
Now it's your turn, Tana. And do not be disheartened by your last attempt. Even the greatest of mages have known failure. Your command of magic is equal of my own. If I can succeed, there's no reason why you cannot. Free your mind of worry and focus. Thank you, Nilbert. I shall try my best. Nilbert, there it was. Oh, he wasn't his apprentice, he was his colleague. They were little bros. There's no way that's a coincidence. There's no such thing as that big of a coincidence in a Final Fantasy game. Our boy's from deep in the past. Oh, Wicked White, are you alright, Dekumon? I'm alright. More importantly, I know who Tainer is now. He isn't Nilbert's apprentice. He's his friend. I remember now. I was standing here on these blighted plains, my head hung low in shame. Then Nilbert turned to me with a smile and heartening words. I remembered as if it was just yesterday. Nilbert, why does that name sound so familiar? I reckon we've much to discuss, but not in this god's-forsaken place. Let's head back to the inn and see if we can't get to the bottom of this. I think that's where we're turning in this quest. Dang, how long? He had to have been in those holes for an age and a half. Crap. Well, guess we're not turning in this quest just yet. Tina, are you alright? I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said those nasty things. Oh, forgive me for acting as I did. I'm fine. In fact, I seem to have recovered some of my memories. Really? That's wonderful. Maybe you won't feel so scared and alone anymore. Hopefully not. I'm leaving to go live in the Crystarium with my relatives. Promise me you'll come visit. I mean, after you get your memories back and all, of course. It's a promise. Until next time, my friend. Kids. So resilient. I knew that you two would work things out. Now, let us return to Mold Soak. We have more than our share of questions that need answering. Yes, we do. As I saw it, first you fainted all of a sudden. When you came to, a portion of Tainer's memories had returned. What in the world happened out there? I'm gonna give you the brief version of the echo here. Well? Power to look into the past, eh? Damn, that sounds useful. And you're certain that what Dekumon described matches up with your recollection of the past? I don't know how to break this to you, lad, but your friend Nilbert that was with you that day, he's no ordinary boy. He's none other than the very man who became Sphronesis, one of those God's damned warriors of light. If he was just a young child in your memories, that means that what you saw took place over 100 years ago. Would that it were just a coincidence. Another boy with the same name. But no, judging from the formidable command of magic, we can only assume it was him. On the way back, I managed to recall some more about Nilbert and myself. We were taken in by a group of mages, a consortium of sorts. They were searching for a means to open a hole to another world, and were recruiting young children with high magical aptitude for the task. Nilbert and myself were the two they chose. You can't be serious! And yet, that would explain the Sin Eater's ability to summon those damned hollows. And if you possess the same knowledge and training as Nilbert did, it could also explain why you were able to survive in there all this time. But what I don't understand is, why haven't you aged at all? You look amazing for a man over 100 years old. I can't say for sure, and yet my memories, they are slowly coming back to me. In time, I may be able to help you find a way to close the hollows. Oh, you'd be a lifesaver if you could, but don't overburden yourself. You're still recovering after all. In the meantime, don't worry. Dekumon and I will see that you're safe. Don't lump me in with this kid. I got main story to deal with, supposedly. I thought Tainer was just a victim of the Sin Eater. I think he was actually friends with the man himself. Back when he was still a man, of course. This can't be simple coincidence. Yes, I'm convinced of it now. The child holds the key to defeating Phronesis. We must keep him safe and not let him out of our sights. Besides, look at how hard he's trying to recover his memories. I'm not so heartless as to kick the poor lad aside before he's figured matters out.
Yeah. That, and if he really is from 100 years ago, I don't suspect he has a lot of living relatives right now.
But we can't very well rush things. You and I will continue to prepare for the battle ahead, while waiting for the rest of Taina's memories to come back to him. That is to say, if that's all right with you, lad. I'm so sorry. I couldn't possibly burden you any further.
So burden.
Look, lad, I've only known you a short while, but I can tell you've a good heart and a good head on your shoulders. I can only begin to imagine the horrors you've been through, not to mention the fears and uncertainty you face even now. But I want you to promise me this. No more apologies. You're no burden to us, not in the least. You're a valuable member of our band, and as long as you're willing, I want you with us. Isn't that right, Dekumon?
Damned right. Damned right.
I see. Thank you, Cedric. Thank you, Dekumon. I will aid your quest in whatever way I can. Now, that's more like it. We're counting on you, lad.
I'm liking where this one's going. Not quite as humorous as the healer one, but man. Giot, there's no topping Giot. Nilbert's Lament.
Oh, good news, friend. Taina here has told me that his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one recollection in particular he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad, what is it? As time goes by, memories of my earlier days return to me piece by piece. Nilbert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. From our earliest years, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought to find a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to other worlds from which they could summon forth beasts of great power. Nilbert and I were chosen to participate in the research.
Those are portals to the 13th, aren't they? I mean, they sure as heck look like void portals. I mean, they could literally be going anywhere, but still.
Summoning great beasts from beyond our world. You're a mage, Dekumon. Is that even possible?
Oh yeah. Perhaps he speaks of void scent. Perish the thought, yeah. You guys haven't had to deal with these things, but ugh, a lovely.
A void scent? Never heard of them. But I'll take that answer as a yes. Mages come up with the damnedest ideas, eh? And yet I don't understand. Why ever would they use two young boys for such a dangerous experiment? The beasts our masters sought to summon reside in the planes most distant from our own. Reaching across such a great distance requires a tremendous store of innate ethereal power.
They were going for the 13th. Oof.
And so, our master set about to breed the perfect mage. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes that they would bring forth children of theretofore unheard of magical aptitude. Finally, they succeeded.
Ew. Magical eugenics? Oh, that sounds terrible. Ugh.
And so, you were born, and Nilbert.
Lovely.
Indeed. From even before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations required to breach the boundaries between worlds.
Damn. Starting you a little young.
We practiced these spells day after day, night after night for what seemed an eternity. And at long last, we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rifts was too strong to resist, and I was sucked into a hollow of my own creation. There I remained trapped, alone and adrift in that empty void, until Dekumon called me back into this world. Alas, over a century has passed since that fateful day.
Damn.
That's the one thing I still don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, why is it that you have not aged even a whit? I can't say for certain, but I remember the words of one of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a border between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space.
Never made it to the 13th, you were stuck in the realm between realms.
If that is true, that the rift exists outside of our concept of time, then it's all too possible that even seconds spent in that empty pocket could correspond to months, years, or decades in our world. And so, you've returned to us just as you were that day, even while over a century had passed for the rest of us. My head hurts. But why didn't Nilbert save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening up another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching as far as to the rift as we did required all of our energies to be focused in unison. So in losing you, not only did Nilbert lose his friend, he lost his only chance at saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Fear not, I have good news to share as well. I do believe I've managed to recall the incantations needed to summon and manipulate the hollows.
But don't you need Nilbert to open it? Well, I suppose you don't need him to close them. Hopefully. Really hoping.
Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my powers, but I just might be able to seal up the hollows Fernisis so enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try?
I'm sure we can find a spare one for him to try on.
Oh ho! Now that's music to my ears. But let's not be too hasty. After all, the last time we tried to use this magic there was some complications to say the least.
Oh, there were.
Yes, we must take the necessary precautions before confronting Fernisis in earnest. Let us meet outside the village, where Tana can test out his magic safe from harm.
Well, I wasn't expecting this to be our duty calls, but hey, we'll see how this goes. All right. Oh. Okay, he can open a hole.
Wicked White, you did it, lad!
And he can close the hole. Good.
Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond. Don't keep the portal open for more than a few moments. No, I will need further training before I can face...
Oh shit, he's right behind me, isn't he? Yep. Oh fudge. That fit. Oh god! Oh shit.
Phronesis! Where in the hell did that bastard come from?
Uh-oh. No! It's a black hole! And we are way too close.
Damn it all, I'm too close! I can feel it pulling me in! Oh shit! Oh shit! Mayday! Mayday! No, Nilbert! These are my friends! You mustn't hurt them!
Oh, can he close it? Yes, he can. Interesting. It didn't close, it changed. Odd. And there we go. Holy cow, what the heck? That was an interesting sound. Oh, it was a cave-in.
This isn't good. The cave-in's completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. We've no recourse but to press on without our companions.
You heard her. What'll it be? I think I'm just gonna give Arbert my normal voice.
I suppose it falls to us to slay the beast and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would care to take the lead?
You and your band? Ha! Spare me, Japes. You've no intention of giving up your prize. Mind you, I too made a promise to my companions. A promise I mean to keep.
I told you that splitting up was a bad idea. If Brandon and Renderay were here, this second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us.
Now, Silver. Let's not forget who our true foe is here. Limit, you're certain that if we slay this monstrosity, the cave-ins will cease.
According to the miners, the beast was first sighted on the same day the tremors began, its very presence sucking the mountain dry of its ether.
The hell, did they summon Titan?
We dwarves know these caves as well as we know our own bodies. Trust me. Then I suppose we'd best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
My apologies. I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Think yourself clever, do you? You've uncommon confidence to think you can fell the beast without aid. Answer me this. Why is it you are so intent on claiming the bounty for your own? The bounty. Why indeed? At any rate, unless you've a mind to stand around here until we've all got crushed, we'd best be moving on, yes? Finally, something we can agree on. And so I have a proposal. What say we band together until our battle here is won? The tremors go stronger. No doubt a cave-in is imminent. Let us vanquish the enemy with our combined strength and quit this place before it becomes our tomb. Interesting. So this is before Nilbert joined the Warriors of Light. Until the battle is won, then. After that, I go my own way. And then there's you. Still don't have a lot of interesting things to say about the last one. Oh, we're doing a dungeon run. That's new. All right, well, let's see what we got. We have Ronkin Fire 3, which is a single target. Ronkin Blizzard 3, which is a single target that gives me mana. Ronkin Flare is my AoE, but it burns my mana pot. Ronkin Thunder gives me a dot. And we actually have a limit break. Wow. Ah, cool. So basic, mini black mage. Wow, we are literally doing a dungeon run. I don't really need this. I will just Ronkin Flare their asses. Then go for the Blizzard to get my mana back up. Thank goodness. Yeah, my stuff's not AoE. Is this AoE? I did not look. I really should have looked and seen. No, that is not an AoE. Okay, fine. I shall cast, and I shall cast, and I shall cast some more until I run out of mana. And after that, well, then I just get my mana back. Jesus, that literally is just giving me 5k. That is not how a Black Mage works, but hey, simplified version. This kind of reminds me of Copperbell Mines. Looks a lot like it, to be honest. Oh, the Copperbell Mines didn't have no damn sandworm. No, what am I talking about? Of course it had sandworms. It had plenty of sandworms. Are you guys gonna catch up? Thank you. Because I'm gonna get cast in here. There we go. Dot them both. And burn them down. And a flare to finish it off. Mana back. I mean, this is basically how you deal with this sort of thing. You go fire, you burn your pot, you go blizzard, you get it back. God dang. Oh. Look at this big mother. The Trudon. This sucker is a little spicy. Aren't you a big boy indeed? Exactly. Yeah, you guys, you take care of this one. I'm gonna sit here and blast this as best I can. Because holy cow, this guy's got a lot of health. Reset the dot. Blizzard one more time to get the mana bar back up to full. And there we go. That's half his life bar gone in one rotation. Thankfully, doesn't really seem to be doing much beyond just smacking Silva around. Oh! I spoke too soon! That came out of left field. I was suddenly not expecting him to do that. He's like, just suddenly just blitzes to me like it's going crazy.
Yeah, mages do not do good alone. They squishy. We go splat. Oh, that's a big looking Minotaur. Why is it always this song? Man, every time this song comes up, I get a random copyright claim. Like, it's not even Square claiming, it's some random company that I have no idea who they are, and I don't want to contest it for fear of something bad happening, but it's so weird that it's not Square actually claiming it. If Square claimed it, I wouldn't mind. You know, it is technically their music, it's their game. But when it's just this random ass company, then I feel weird. Anyway, the Bovian, aka Bovine. Seriously, guys, come on. The groan. I'm groaning too after that little pun. Oof, this guy is tough, but we are building an OB. Though, probably guessing because I'm a caster, it's an LB. Oh. All right, fine. Some Bovian bows here. Have a blast. Oh, this is gonna get irritating fast. Don't mind me, just rotating between my skills. AoE blast, not AoE blast. Ow, okay, no, these guys are too close to me. Alright, I should deal with him. Get the mana bar back up and go in, and there's my LB. I'm saving that for when the game thinks I should use it. I'm sure they'll tell me. Either that or they'll just summon an ass load of ads. Nope. Not standing in there taking that shot. Sorry, not worth it. God, this thing's still so fat. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Hang on, I need to thunder him first and then I can blizzard again. Damn groans. Nope, excuse me. $2,000 Mina? Oh, we probably have different units here in the first, of course. Oop, oh, don't need that third blizzard. Those groans, though. Ow! No, I really don't want to take that hit. Woohoo! Oh yeah, that looked like it smarted. I really should just flare and finish off the last bit of mana when I use the, nope, excuse me. Back up. Yeah, we'll flare here and just go for the finish hit. It's about as much as a fire. Oh, not this again. I'll have no damn instant casts. Thank you. Uh-oh. Oh, he is super weak right now. He's actually giving himself a defense down. Whoo, boy! That's smarted. Alright, bitch. Time to go for the big bomb. The falling star will be your doom. Or damn close to it. There we go. Almost got him with the LB. Honestly, I was expecting them to force me to use it at one point, but I guess not. Could have just fired it whenever I felt like it. We've done it. Now to find ourselves a way out. Oh dear. The tremors continue? But why? The fiend has been vanquished, and its ether returned to the mountain. We were wrong. No, it was not the creature itself that was causing the quakes. Ah. That one looks very different. Ah, yes. The crystal courses with 9 conceivable power. A vast wellspring of ether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was but a hungry creature, drawn here by the stone, as was I. So that's why he's here. You had no interest in the bounty all along. This stone has been left unchecked for too long. The sheer volume of ether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming, it threatens to bring the entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it? This precious relic that could afford me the power needed to save my friend. Why does this crystal look so different than the others? You mean to take the stone from this place? But then, what would happen to the mountain? If the ether is not returned to the earth, it is but a matter of time until the mine collapses. The miners, those who live at the foot of the mountain, countless lives would be lost. Oh. Let it go, Nilbert. There's no time. What can we do? Tana, my friend. Oh. Damn it! Damn it all! Oh, that's why it looks different. It's not the Crystal of Light, it's just some other thing. But I'm guessing what's left in his hand will be the Crystal of Light. The tremors have stopped. Tana, pray forgive me. I promise you this. As long as I walk this earth, I shall never ever give up hope. And it's that promise precisely, which gives rise to a Crystal of Light. See? Huh. Go figure. The stone was yours to do with as you pleased, and still you chose the fate of many over that of your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I would make you an offer. Come with us, and let us join you in your search for a means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as the sort who just might enjoy it. So, what say you? We'll travel the realm together and lend our strength to whatever unfortunate souls we encounter along the way. And who knows, before you know it, we just might stumble upon a way to rescue your Tana. I would like that very much. And once again, Just a random shot of Silva. And that odd smile. What is going on with this character?
Tina, forgive me. I may have failed you today, but mark my words. For as long as I walk this land, I will not abandon hope. I will find a way to bring you back to us. But today, I find myself in the company of new companions. And for now, I must lend them my strength, just as they lent me theirs to me.
So Nilbert seems to have been the last to join the Warriors, but probably not the last to get his crystal. Actually, probably one of the first to get his crystals, since he got his as he was joining the Warriors of Light.
Dekumon, are you alright?
I am, but, well, he's gone. Well, you two are okay at least. No Phronesis, though.
Worry not. Phronesis is long gone. I launched a few arrows in its direction while it was distracted by Tana's spell, and it just stole away. Anyhow, I'm just glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let's hurry back to Mold Soak before the bastard has a change of heart and comes back for us.
Oh yeah, and I got things to tell Tainer. Lots of things.
You really gave us a scare back there, clutching your head in pain with a deadly sin eater in plain sight. And let me guess, you had another one of your visions, did you?
Oh, did I ever. And oh, do I have things to tell you. Lots of things.
Wait, take me. So that's how Nilbert and Ardbert met up. Just goes to show you that in times of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Now, let's see if I have this straight. Nilbert made it his life's mission to save Tana here. Knowing that his own energies wouldn't suffice, he went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond this world. And deep in the mines that day, he found it. Yet in the end, he decided to sacrifice the stone and his own cause to save the lives of the countless innocents who called the mountain home. And so did he take his first step down the path of a hero, a warrior of light. So that's why he came back to this place, why he still summons the Hollows as he did so many years ago. Aye, there can be no doubting it, even now that he's become a Sin Eater, bereft of memory, reason, and any sense of his own actions. The ghastly shell of what was once Nilbert still haunts the wastelands, searching for a way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child, and even the whole idea of Sin Eaters and Warriors of Light, it was also new to me. Even as the pieces came together, I could not truly believe that Nilbert and this Phronesis were one and the same. But when our gazes first met, standing out there in the wastes, in an instant I knew it without question. This was my friend, a friend who had been searching for me in all these years.
Well, what's left of him, at least.
At last, I know what I must do. I must stop Phronesis, that my dear friend may finally find peace.
I would do the same. Together we can do this, yeah. No, you've got the right idea. We'll put Phronesis down and let Nilbert rest in peace.
Thank you, my friends. In the battle, I was able to push Phronesis' hollow away from Serig, if only for a short distance. With more training, I'm certain I can learn to close them up entirely. After all we've already seen from you, I have no reason to doubt you. If you're game, then so are we.
After all, we still have 2 quests left. He's got plenty of time to learn.
Finally, some calls for hope, eh? But still, we must exercise caution. The last time the boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than you can say, Phronesis. While this might be simple coincidence, the likelihood is high that the casting of the spell itself summoned the Sin Eater to us. You'd best avoid casting any similar incantations until we're prepared for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to your studies and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in the safety of the village. In the meantime, Dekumon and I will redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the Hollows, it will come down to our firepower versus our foes. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers.
Oh boy. This is getting crazy and I am sweating like crazy. Like a stuck pig. It is too hot in here. It is too hot. Tainer's training day.
that look in your eyes. Yes, I can see it. You have gained much strength since last we met.
No, I'm identical.
You'll be pleased to hear that Tina has managed to make steady progress in his training as well. The boy believes he has regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into that pocket of time and space. An admirable feat, considering that it was not long ago he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet, there is one aspect of his training that is yet to be addressed. Put simply, the boy lacks experience in battle.
Ah, so that's what we're here for today.
To work the magic necessary to seal up the hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. If the battle with Phronesis is my first, I fear my concentration will be disrupted all too easily. And so I thought I'd take the boy out into the wilds that he might acclimate himself to the battlefield and further hone his command of magic in the process. And yet, we must keep a wide berth of Amarang. Were we to encounter Phronesis before we are fully prepared, the results could be disastrous.
I mean, there's plenty of other places we can go.
And so, I propose that we go on an excursion of sorts. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe there is much the boy could learn from your example.
Why not?
Excellent. Then let us make for Lakeland. The beasts in the forest of the Lost Shepherds should provide a fair challenge for the lad.
For the lad, maybe. I'm gonna diesel through him. Alright, kiddos, what's the training?
Ah, there he is. Now, shall we get down to... Is something the matter? How do you like my new clothes, Dekumon? Not only are they stylish, why, I can just feel the power welling up from deep within me. They were a present from Senig. Isn't he the best? That was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe.
Well, clothes do make the man, especially in this game.
But enough idle chit-chat. We have work to do. Dekumon, I would ask you to begin by setting an example for the boy, showing him precisely how you conduct yourself in battle. We can't very well just toss him to the Wolverines all on his own now, can we? So, why don't you get out there and hunt one down for us? Tina, watch carefully and let Dekumon show you how it's done.
If he summons Bahamut after I do, then I'm gonna be a little concerned. Also, I need to resummon Carbuncle because you have to do this every time you zone. Kind of irritating, to be honest, but hey. Your class does not work if your Carbuncle is not out. Hey, buddy. How do you like the Bahamut? Woo, his life bar is just gone. So, that was a blink and you miss it fight.
That was incredible! I blinked and I completely missed it! The sheer destructive power of your spells, the way you seamlessly weaved one incantation after the next, everything. But tell me, what would you say the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe?
I would say, just blast your foes with everything you got. No, casting your spells in the proper sequence is key. If you throw things out of order, your DPS goes down.
Ah, but of course! Thank you, Dekumon. I will endeavor to put everything I have learned from you into practice. Well, here goes nothing.
Oh dear, he's just gonna jump head first into this, huh? Well, this should be interesting. Oh, go. The goofy music started.
Drat! Where do I? No, that's not. Curses! Just stay still so I can hit you already. You're steady now. Don't let the enemy fluster you. Keep your focus.
Oh dear.
Right, focus. You're a feisty one, aren't you? Ow, that's smart. Oh, God, I've seen enough of this. Time to go help.
The goofy music continues. Okay, maybe you're not a frontline mage.
Oh dear, that didn't nearly go well as I'd hoped. Oh, don't get so down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way I did. I dare say you were starting to get the hang of it there at the end. I thought it would be a simple enough task to follow Dekumon's lead, but when that savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I'd learned into practice.
That part takes time.
Indeed. It is not the strength of your magics that is the issue. You simply must learn to compose yourself. What do you think, Dekumon? Are there any other words of wisdom you might offer me?
You simply need more practice. Believe in yourself and all we find. No, this is the sort of thing that comes from practice.
Thank you. I'm sure you're right. I can't allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, let me try once more. This time will go better, I promise you.
Man, I'm getting a lot of nods in these role quests. All right, take 2. And the goofy music starts again. Come on, kid, let's see what you got.
Yes, the boy will be fine. I must stay my hand. No jumping in early.
Oh dear, that looked like it hurt a lot. Hey! He actually got it.
I did it! The battle is won! I think I leveled up.
Not bad, kid, not bad.
Now that's how you wallop a Wolverine. Well done, lad. I'm proud I could be here for your first victory.
Same.
You're far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Dekumon here to show me the way. You have my thanks. But don't let up now, boy. You must keep battling until all that you've learned becomes second nature. Now, are you ready?
Maybe I should swap to the healer and help him out. Wow, that was easy.
That was rather more difficult than I expected. And yet, thanks to you and Serik, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. I'd have to agree. The way you made short work of that last critter, I'd say it's time to find you a more worthy foe. Let's return to Mord Soak and plot our next course of action.
Dang, we really are racking them up. Oh, and that's the finale, which means we're heading into Phoresis soon enough.
You've proven the perfect mentor for the boy, Dekumon. Hells, I dare say old Serik here could learn a thing or two from you myself. You've taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger. With those fundamentals under his belt, it's just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Phoresis. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go and write down all I've learned today while it's fresh in my memory. Such passion and determination. This must be the boy he always was, before his time beyond the rift stole from him his memories and his spirit. He devotes himself to his training that he might help us fell Phoresis and bring his friend a measure of salvation. There's no telling what the course of the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Taina's sake, and for the sake of those who call Amarang home, we must triumph in this battle.
And we will.
Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I'll leave you to your training and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready.
Oh yes, it is certainly at hand, with a tearful reunion.
Well, look who's back, and looking more imposing than ever, I might add. You'll be pleased to know that Taina's command of his magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since we left. Says he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Phoresis. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to his training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him where I failed. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him, and see if you can't offer him a few words of support, won't you?
I think he's worried about confronting what's left of his friend. Penny for your thoughts?
Oh, hello there, Dekumon. Is there something I can do for you? Oh, Serik was worried about you, you say? That is kind of him. I assure you, though, I'm completely fine.
No, you're not.
I owe so much to the both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me, and comforted me to the point that my memories and magic have both returned. I'm finally ready to face my old friend in battle, and it's all because of you. And yet, there is a fear growing inside me, a fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I've learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters, like Phoresis, become Sin Eaters themselves. doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. Oh. Yeah, you haven't had a lot of experience with the Eaters. If I were to lose my focus in battle, and you Ascetic suffer the same fate as Nobert, the only 3 friends I have known in this world, if I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought, it shakes me to my very core. You won't lose us. If you falter, we'll be there for you. Or not for us. Think only of Nobert. No. No, this is why we work together. If one of us falters, the others pick them up. You're right. I mustn't forget that I have 2 strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. And yet none of us are healers. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself, and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. And another nod for the pile. Nothing would make me happier than to help Nobert find peace, but that is not the only reason I fight this battle. I must repay you and Cedric for all you have given me. Not only did the 2 of you bring me back to this world, you've instilled in me a new sense of purpose, and yet when the battle is done, you'll leave this place. You would embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not, I'll not hold you back or stand in your way. I would hope not. There is another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to you, to all 3 of my friends, that I'm strong enough to get by on my own. Good thinking. Be strong, Taina. You can do this. Oh, sorry. Perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Cedric that I'm ready. Huh. I have expected the duty calls to start from here. But I guess we gotta head out to the world first. You're finally back, I see. I was starting to get worried. I trust this means you're ready to do battle with Phronesis. I am. Let's put an end to this nightmare and set Nobert and the people of this land free. That's the spirit. All right, the plan is to lure Phronesis to us by the same method as last time. We'll venture to the central hills of Amber, a safe distance away from the city, and Taina will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarry arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Phronesis to a wide open space. We will have complete freedom to maneuver. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you're ready, let us away at once. Let's go. I'm ready. Let us begin. Let us begin indeed. All right. Bait has been established. Come on. Over there! It's him! Definitely the most sinister looking of the Eaters with that outfit. Yes, I knew you would come. Well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore. Yeah, gonna drop one of his own in front of us. His have suction. Ha, he can banish them now. Give it up, Nilbert. My spells are more than a match for your own. These are my friends, and I would not let you take them. Do you hear me, Nilbert? Your long nightmare and ours shall end this day. Uh-oh. I think he's pissed. All right, zoom my ass out all the way and get ready to start blasting. Go right for the big guns. Woo, man, I got 5% of his life bar off just with that. Nice. All right, time to start cycling through the summons. First up, Ifrit. With the big, slow, heavy casts. Then, Garuda with the medium casts. Uh-oh. And lastly, oh, those linger.
Lastly, Garuda with the speedies. I think I said Titan with the mediums. Yeah, Titan's the mediums. And that basically leaves me 12 seconds of idle time where I get my Ruin 4 cast in. This is the one spot in the rotation where I'm at my weakest. Excuse me, not taking that. Instead, I summon Phoenix. Recharge. Hit him with the Fountain of Fire. And bonus, Phoenix gives me health regen. Oh, god dang it, more black holes. All right, back to Ifrit. Uh-oh. And spread! Woohoo! That was spicy. Ah, there goes my Phoenix buff. It's fine. Doing good. He's down to 62%, and that's basically one full summoner rotation right there as we bring back Bahamut. Best part is, while Bahamut's out, my basic attack is instant cast. Uh-oh, holes everywhere. The only real cast times I actually have to worry about are when I'm in Ifrit and when I'm basically between summons. Other than that, What's up? Why are we tethering? Oh. Oh, I see. I like that. My ball did not get 8. My ball did not get 8, excuse me. I need my ball to get 8. Lightning globe was swallowed up by the hollow. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, he just centered. I gotta burn my freaking Ruin 4 here. Ah, no, the hole! The hole had me. Oh, God. No, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna eat this in a heartbeat. Yep. Dagnabbit. Where'd he go? God dang. Making me work for this, man. Making me work hard for this. All right, Bahamut's up. Let's go. Big damage numbers, big damage. And I'm moving. Oop, spread. My man suddenly starts dropping more holes everywhere. Ah, God, he dropped one right on my head. Excuse me while I get this thing positioned in the right spot. %. Almost done. I just gotta get these lightning globes sucked up. I don't think he's gonna get a chance. Nope. Woohoo! Phoenix seals the deal. And the final Cardinal Virtue falls. And there's our last crystal of light. Oh, this ought to be interesting with Tainer here. Yep, charge her up. Where's our shade? Right there. Yep.
Forgive me, Taylor. Far and wide did I travel with my companions, all the while searching for a way, any way at all, to bring you back to this world, and yet in the end it was all in vain. Though I treasured the adventures I had with Ardbert and the others, my choice that fateful day forever haunted me. What if I had run off with the stone and used its powers to rescue you as I had always intended? What adventures might we have shared? I sunk into the depths of despair and felt myself a wretch for doing so. For by what right do I pity myself when it was I who consigned you to far more cruel and tragic a fate? Whatever pain, whatever loss I knew is nothing compared to what you suffered, what you still suffer. Abandoned by your only friend, cast adrift in a cold, dark void until the end of time. Yes, no doubt you are still out there beyond the rift, cursing my name to this very day. That's not true, Nilbert! I'm right here!
It's just a memory, he can't hear you. But best to let him get this out.
And yet, even if you despise me with every fiber of your being, even still I would give anything to see you, just one last time. You could curse me, revile me, rain fists and magics down upon me. It would all be worth it just for the chance to say, I am sorry.
Interesting, it changed from Nilbert Shade to Nilbert there with the last tech box. I wonder if that was a bug.
Stop it, Nilbert! Please, stop saying those things. Even after you had your mind, your heart, your very humanity ripped for you, still, for all these years, you kept searching for me. How could I ever hate my best friend? Don't you see, old friend? It was Dekumon who brought me back to this world, but it was you who guided him to me.
True, that is true.
You have suffered long enough, my friend. I can take care of myself now. You need worry about me no longer. So please, rest in peace.
It said rest peacefully, but I ad-libbed slightly, sorry. And that's it. The final warrior of light laying to rest. I gotta say, this one feels pretty good.
It's over. At last. You don't need to explain it to me. I know that the Nilbert we saw was just a memory, a reflection from the crystal, that my friend truly passed years and years ago. And yet, even if those words will never reach Nilbert, simply saying them aloud gave me a measure of peace. I have no regrets today.
Good.
But we should be getting back to town before any more sin leaders take notice of us, yes?
Yeah, God dang it. Excuse me just a moment. Mr. Rockpile here needs to disappear. Jerk. Seriously, just walks up in the middle of my conversation with Tater here. I gotta restart the whole thing again. There we are. I'll say, after that battle, I could use a rest, and I reckon Dekumon here could as well. Shall we head back to Mold Soak? We shall. Stupid jerk with the rocks. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, I'm happy to report that tales of our triumph are already spreading across town like wildfire. Word has it the merchants are so grateful that they intend to sweeten the bounty with a generous personal reward. And I intend to donate all of it to Tainer.
My friends, I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, Nilbert has found peace, and I can finally close the book on this chapter of my past. Every day, I thank the gods for having brought us together.
The feeling's mutual, lad. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect when you popped out of that hole, but it's been a pleasure having you at our side.
So, tell me, now that you've made peace with your past, what do you plan to do with your future? You and Dekumon have trained me well, and I'm quite confident I can hold my own on the battlefield. Perhaps I will travel the land and see if I might use my abilities to help those in need. If I didn't know better, I'd think those were the words of someone twice your age.
Well, he is over 100 years old.
If that's truly your intention, then I have something of a plan. First, I'll need Dekumon here's permission. It's just a thought I had, but what say we give the lion's share the bounty to Tainer here? I reckon he needs it more than we do, and besides, we couldn't have won the battle without him.
I was gonna give him most of mine anyway. But of course, you owe me one. No, trust me. He needs it far more than we do.
I knew you'd feel the same. It's the least we can do to help the boy forge a path and a future for himself. My friends, I can never take advantage of your kindness like that.
Oh, nonsense.
Think nothing of it. It's not easy for a boy your age to make his way in the world, and this is the least we can do. Think of it as a parting gift from your brothers in arms. Thank you, Cedric. Thank you, Dekumon. As long as I live, I will never forget your generosity.
Very nice. Oh.
And finally, I have one last proposal for you, if you're keen to hear it. There's this bounty hunter I know. He can hold his own with a bow, but he's always thought he could take on bigger marks if he had a skilled mage as his side. If you're looking for a partner, that is. Cedric, you could not possibly mean.
Of course he does.
Of course I'm saying it. So, what'll it be? Yes, 1,000 times yes! Why, nothing would make me happier. Then, I suppose that settles it. Welcome aboard, lad. I've got a feeling that this is only the beginning of a rewarding relationship. And, on that note, I do believe my new partner and I are off to the Crystarium to find ourselves a new mark. If it's not too much to ask, why don't you join us there? I still owe you your share of the bounty, and I reckon it'd be a good place to say our proper farewells.
Dang. So many nods.
Dekumon, glad you could join us. Tainer and I had just arrived a short while ago ourselves. The boy's keen on starting his new life as a bounty hunter, to say the least. He's got no end of questions, that one, but there's only so much I can teach him. The rest he'll have to learn from experience. And so I intend to do what I can to show him the world and keep him safe.
Good.
So, don't worry about us. Between my bow and his magics, I reckon we'll be able to hold our own out there. That said, should we ever find ourselves on the trail of a particularly nasty foe, I hope you'll not be adverse to lending us your strength once more. Yet, somehow I have a feeling it won't take another 100 years for our paths to cross again. Until then, friend, stay sheltered in the shade.
Sounds good. My goodness. These episodes be running long. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more adventures in Novarant. And as always, I'll see you in the next video, where we have one final quest to deal with.